Reload. Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy DC Day. Happy New Comic Book Day. It's all happening. It happens tomorrow. So we're going to get ready, get prepared, look at some stuff that's coming out, talk some news, hang out for a little bit. We're going to do all that right after this. Shout out to the sponsors, Big Time Collectibles. Be sure to check them out on social media, on their website. You can find them linked in the description of all my videos, as well as links to Justin's Comics Cleaning and Pressing. If you need any of your books worked on, hit him up. Let him know you found him via the channel. He'll definitely take care of you. And also a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games, local comic shop here in Augusta, Georgia, who also is linked down below with a fantastic Facebook group. If you are in need of comics, tabletop gaming, painting, all that good stuff, they've got you covered. They are the community's comic shop, you can also get a long distance subscription with them. Do not have to be local. And right off the bat, go ahead and let everybody in here know what today's giveaway looks like. This is an exciting one. I was very excited when I saw that they have the first appearance of Swamp Thing, House of Secrets 92 in a foil reprint. So I'm like, I gotta go with that one. Give Swamp Thing some love, as well as DC versus Vampires is back with World War V #1. Elseworld is kicking over at DC Comics, and this is a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous foil cover. As you can see, with that white on it, that's just flat white, it really makes the foil parts pop, and you can see the color of the foil as well, like fading from one color to another with Batgirl there. Absolutely gorgeous. So those are the two we're going with today. One lucky winner will win those, and we'll just add the extra stuff on top of it after we draw the winner like we normally do, and we'll do all that here in just a little bit. But first, let's say hey to some of the folks in the chat. Las Crucias 1971 clocking in first, keeping his title. What is it? 7:36 a.m. Nice. Brian LCS, what is going on, homie? Brian, I still have right here in this box right here. I still have the Doctor. I've got it over here instead of with the rest of my mail because I need to open it. I need to open it and check it out. But Brian successfully funded his book, and now we are on to the CBC Awards, the Comic Book Community Awards. If you're not familiar with that, Brian hosts this annual event where you can nominate your favorite YouTube comic book content creators in an award ceremony, and nominations closed this past weekend. So Brian and the team are in the middle of, calculating and preparing and getting everything ready to announce who the finalists will be. I believe they're doing that the 23rd. He will announce all the finalists. And once they're announced, you'll have a handful of weeks to go in and vote to see who's going to win some community awards this year. It's a pretty cool way of finding new channels, also supporting the channels that you like. And it's really fun. He puts on a fun show when they do the winners. There's a bunch of people that participate in putting together the show. It's just a good time. Appreciate him for doing that. Definitely something fun. Lisa, what is going on, homie? How are you today? Good to see you in here. What is going on, John? Hello to you, good sir. I had fun hanging out with John last night in the Legion Discord. So I have a Discord that's actually gotten a second breath of life here recently. It's really fun. Big shout out to Circumstances for getting that some momentum and rocking. But there's a fun live hangout in there as well. So definitely check out the Legion Discord. I already dropped it in the chat if you're not already in there. What's going on, Pop Pop? Looking forward to tonight, big guy. Celebrating some birthdays tonight. We're going to the Fireball restaurant where they cook in front of you and just try to blow you up and stuff like that. Looking forward to that. What is going on, Vogsy? Hello to you. Hope you're doing good today. Kev, what's happening? Greetings. All right, hello from Myrtle Beach. You found the dog. Fantastic. I was talking to Jeremy just a little bit ago, and their dog was AWOL. I hope the dog's okay. I hope you found the dog and it is in good condition and happy and back home. Chop and Drop, what is going on? Tom, good to see you in here. Hello to you. Joe, what's happening? What's happening? There's the link to the Discord. I didn't pin it, so it's going to disappear. You might have to scroll up to get to it. Sled, what's going on, homie? Hello to you. Marty, hey. What's going on, Dave? How are you today? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Absolutely. Hey, what's going on, Polsky? It was a fantastic Tuesday at ABX. This is despite DC books not being on sale on Tuesday, I still go on Tuesdays and hang out at the shop and look at the books coming and all that kind of stuff. And Monkey's back in school this week, so today was the first day since last year.
Frog class.
The frog class, she says.
I was in the bunny class first, but now the frog class.
She's in the bunny class first. Two. Bunny class first, now the frog class.
We have a caterpillar. How many babies we put up the numbers for the caterpillar's body.
Oh, so you put up
But
number
not
2
the
today?
face. The face is a normal face with antennas and this and eyes and
yeah. So you put up the number 2 today?
Nose and mouth.
Did you put up? Did you put up number 2 today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's cool. But she's back in school now, so that means on Tuesdays, kids are in school, wife's at work. I'm at the LCS. Take some breakfast, go hang out for a while. It's just it's a good way. It's just a good way to woosah. It's part of my woosah ritual. Love it. Absolutely love it. Make sure you slap that like button, fellas and folks and guys and gals. I appreciate that. Marty, Ryan Riley's in the chat. What is going on, homie? How are you today? Let's see. Hey, Kyle. Hope you're doing good today as well. Good to see you in here. Stephen with a C, my man. How's it going? Finalists will be revealed on the 23rd. Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about finding some new channels. And, you know, it's always good when you see if you made it to the list. The previous years, I've been a finalist in a handful of categories. Last year, I won a couple of categories. And it's always very, very good feeling when you know that people are like supporting you and enjoying your stuff. So that's always awesome. So it'd be cool to see if I've made it to a category or two this year as well. Boom, boom, boom. What is going on, Scotty? Hey, Mark, it's Metarog's birthday, I heard. Make sure you wish him a happy birthday. Yo, most definitely. I most certainly will do that. I appreciate you giving me the heads up on that. Reach out to Roger and give him a happy birthday. I want to write that down. Roger B. Day. I hope you're not pulling my leg. Yeah, it was good getting to meet him at Heroes Con this year. Metarog's a good guy, really good guy. What is going on, Joffrey? How are you today? Hello, hello. Phil is up in the building. What's going on? See, Bizzle is in the chat. Make sure that I smash that like button when I came in. I appreciate that. Garth Wong, what is going on? Hello, hello. My shop is too far of a drive down and hang out. Definitely a once-a-week trip, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm super blessed. My shop is like a 2-minute drive from my driveway. Hasn't always been like that, but now that it is, I definitely take advantage of it. And even when it wasn't, I still did it on Tuesday. It was the day. It was the day. Oh, no, to the trash can, to the trash can, to the trash can. There you go. He just choked on a popsicle. Congrats on being in the frog class. Stay by the trash can, little one. To the trash can. Give yourself a minute. Catch your breath. Trash can, not the ground. Mama, over the trash can, baby. Okay. You want me to throw you a towel? Does that help? Over trash can, baby. There you go. Is that better? In there? Did you choke on it? Yeah. Wait right here for a minute, okay? Little homie choked on her popsicle. Congrats on being in the frog class. Yeah. Get caught up here. Sweet t-shirt. Thank you. This is the new James Gunn Superman movie shirt. It's double sold out on the DC Comics website, but you can find them elsewhere as well if you can't find one there. Joe got his votes in. Nice. Okay. You want a napkin? Good? You good? Good? Okay. Thumbs up. Go down the wrong tube there. Your head hurts after that? Oh, goodness. I was only a finalist in the swimsuit competition. I would vote for you. All right, let's get caught up. Circumstances, what is happening? Got the We're Legion. Bubs, what's up? The day after the awards is a great day. So much joy, sour grapes. Yeah, dude, I remember last year, the sour grapes in real time happening in the live chat. When those winners start rolling in and get announced, you have like a lot of fanfare, but then a lot of people are just like coordinatedly pissed. It's almost like they planned on being pissed together. I remember last year there was one channel that just got like a lot of WTF response from it. But that being the case, one of the people from said channel became like a staple of our community. And that's where I first heard about that person, was on the CBC Awards. So I'm hoping to see some new channels in there as well this year. It's really cool, like when you see people that you know or people you support, but it's also a great opportunity to find new people and get connected. Nice. Yeah, you can't beat a close LCS. Bubs will. Got your books today. Thank you. Oh, for me? Nice. I lose track of who I sent stuff to, so I'm assuming that I sent you something recently. There we go. I must have sent those out Friday if you got them today, because I sent some stuff to another page on IG, and he reached out to me last night and said they came in. I don't normally send stuff on Fridays, but I took the opportunity so I wouldn't have to today. I was planning on having a nice chill Tuesday morning. Want the Stephen Platt Batman Police lineup variant for Task Force 7 number 4. No, okay. So yeah, they did. I know they did Superman and Green Lantern. I forgot the other one they've done so far. Aquaman release. So it's Batman's up, because this week it's Failsafe that we're checking out. Checking out Failsafe. Let's see. Is this where the sticker people hang out? I'm pretty sure this is a good opportunity to meet some sticker people here. Glad it's a virtual event, or we may need security. Absolutely. You okay? Yeah. Poor little girl. What is going on, J-Man? At my job, I'll be getting Action Comics and maybe Defenders of the Earth. Yeah, Defenders of the Earth I was looking at today, too. It looks good. Looks good. I'm blessed that the comic community opened the arms to me, especially at Heroes. Forever blessed. Yeah, dude, it was a good time meeting you. Did your BTC package show up in the Bermuda Triangle? Showed up this morning. Y'all saw posted on IG where this thing has taken like a multi-week trip through the Georgia USPS system. Hung out in Atlanta for a long time. No way, not after all that. You need to chill for a minute, homie. I mean, that's super cool. I like that. But give yourself a minute.
And then can I have it?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely have it, but give yourself a minute. Here. What do you mean? Get another sip. Helps your throat.
Did that go down to it?
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Sit with this getting plugged up.
What is it?
Sit with this getting plugged up in my mouth.
Yeah.
On the bottom.
All right. Why don't you go sit down for a minute? Catch your breath, homie. Okay. That'd be a good idea. Very good idea. Yeah, and I'm thinking about opening that on a live. I want to play with the vertical live format on YouTube, but I'm thinking about doing like a members only live, opening this, because these are all the sponsor books. Big Time Collectibles, like I said earlier, sponsors the channel. They send me a bunch of free stuff to give away and do with whatever. I give away all of it. I don't keep any of it. And so I'm thinking about doing like a vertical live just to test that. Maybe members only, maybe not. And just to open that, because I think that would be fun and be kind of an informal kind of live kind of thing, you know. That'd be pretty fun. YARC9, hello. Who are you complaining about female penguin? They need to shut up. Brainiac Queen. People who are complaining about female penguin, they need to shut up Now Brainiac Queen exists. Brainiac Queen is a completely separate character than Oswaldo Cobblepot. I got some stuff in here to bring that up because Bruce Timm did an interview where he actually commented on it and talked about it briefly. I wanted to get people's thoughts on the showrunner, the creator of the show, at least of the Cape Crusader, and one of the co-creators of the animated series, thoughts on why I did that. It's like 90% of the community get a CGC unboxing of 9.6 Moderns. Yeah, it's wild. Wild. Talking about Batman Cape Crusader. Yeah, I'm with you. Finn started school last week. He's loving it. The joys of young children. Yeah, absolutely. All the cool kids are joining the Legion Discord. They are. It's fantastic. So we can jump over and talk about the Cape Crusader for a minute if you guys want. I did look at some stuff with that before I even started the stream. I checked out where it was sitting at Rotten Tomatoes, and it has a critic score of 95%, which is rarely a metric that you can agree with or believe. That is a robot. Neither, but it used to be the queen of its planet. So I guess it was a girl monkey, but now just a robot.
Wow.
It's a long story. I'm not going to get into it right now, but it's a long story. All right, you got to sit down with this and be careful, okay? But yeah, critic scores at 95. This thing was getting like really, really high praises right out the gate. And once this thing released, it started getting mixed reviews. And I mean, that might be to be expected, right? To be expected. You're taking something as beloved as the Batman, the animated series, and you're going to do a sequel many years later kind of thing, or a spirited follow-up. It's not a sequel. It's not necessarily a prequel. It's just in the spirit of the animated series. You have Bruce Timm, again, one of the co-creators for the animated series, coming and working on this, but he has like a massive list of executive producers working with him on this, including Matt Reeves and J.J. Abrams. Another aspect that had me wanting to kind of look into it is the fact that HBO Max, Warner Brothers, like, we don't want this. Once they saw the product, it was one of the things that they opted to either cut ties with or sell it off. And they sold it off. Amazon bought it. And it made me think, why would they do that? It's Batman. It's the most household name, like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man. You can't get around how household those names are. And so I was kind of just hearing some feedback. I've watched the first episode. That's all I've watched so far. I thought it was fine. It didn't blow me away. I'm existing in that weird mind space of I'm comparing it too much to the animated series. I need to spend more time watching it and get used to it and everything. But there's some people that aren't feeling it. I know that Steve at Burke Family 54 Comics, he's a buddy I talked to that had very strong opinions on things that he disliked about it. Carlito Classic, that I know online, felt the same way. And I've seen some people that are enjoying it a lot and some people that aren't. And that's what kind of blew my mind about the Rotten Tomato score, that 54%. The audience is split on this one. I mean, that's a rough split. And I went through and read some of the critic reviews, not critic, but the audience reviews. I don't really care about the critic reviews on anything these days, but there's a couple of audience reviews that are like, I don't like the way this looks. I'm not going to watch it. But they left a 1-star review, which is kind of crazy to me. Super crazy. But to your point about that comment that was in here earlier about people not, where'd it go? Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if we can find the comment. I don't want to misquote anybody. Might not be able to find it. These things move fast. The comment about Pierre is people who are complaining about female penguin, they need to shut up. Now Brainiac Queen exists. Again, female penguin is a gender swapped role, which some people have strong opinions about. They're not big fans of that. Brainiac Queen is a completely different character that Brainiac built, which I'm not sure if you read the House of Brainiac storyline, but it was phenomenal. And Brainiac Queen is not a gender swap character. And to the gender swap thing, this is where it gets weird. Here's actual the quote from the interview that Bruce Timm said. So James is one of the producers of the show he's referring to. James and I were talking about the overview of the show, and we said one of the problems with Batman, as he is there's a lack of good villains. You've got Catwoman, you've got Poison Ivy, you've got Harley Quinn, but it would be really good to have more female villains. And off the top of my head, I said, we never really could figure out exactly what to do with the Penguin, what the gimmick for the Penguin would be. What if we gender flip the Penguin? So that's crazy, right? Like, I'm not the only person that thinks that's absolutely asinine to say, right? That's nuts. Like I don't think there's no like good justification in anything that was said there. Like, I'm not opposed to making Penguin a female character in this show. It's just a random show. It's just a different take on Batman. There's a lot of things that are swapped around in a lot of these shows, but that's crazy to say, right? Am I the only one? Lack of good villains. First off, Batman has the greatest rogues gallery of any character in literary history. Period. Period. I mean, second to him, you would have to like, it would be a debate like Dick Tracy, Spider-Man, but Batman has the number one rogues gallery of any literary character in all of history. He has more female villains in his rogues gallery than any other character there is. So that's crazy on all accounts, right? Brainiac is not female. Brainiac is male. Queen Brainiac is a different person. Different person. Brainiac didn't start as but that was a crazy comment. Absolutely crazy. She Pops would say Dick Tracy. And I would just give it to Batman just more on like just how diverse his rogues gallery is, because his characters have superpowers where they're very creative with Dick Tracy, but all in all, they're just gangsters kind of thing. But yeah, I thought that was crazy. Like, I don't think that hurts or helps the show any, but I think Bruce Timm has lost his marbles. I think Paul Dini is the secret sauce to the animated series, because that's the dumbest perspective I've ever seen someone have. It's like he didn't have a good answer, or he didn't want to be straightforward with his answer. So he's like, oh, because Batman lacks good villains. No, he doesn't. And the second half of that is, we didn't know what to do with the Penguin. That's crazy to me. If you don't know what to do with the Penguin, ask somebody. The Penguin's been around for damn near 80 years for a reason, because people know what to do with the Penguin. He's been around in numerous formats. Look no further than, it's been releasing for like about a year now, as Tom King's Penguin. That dude just leveled Penguin up without changing anything about the character, just from the simple writing like perspective of looking at the Penguin through other people's eyes. Like when Oswald walks in a room, whoever happens to be the poor sap in there, they take over the narrator's position of the story, and it really gives you a whole new light on the Penguin. Look what Colin Farrell did with Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves knows what to do with the Penguin, and he's producing this show. So it's just crazy. I don't understand where they come from with these crazy statements. Crazy statements. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing the show. But I just think, man, what a weird take. What a weird take. Some of those Cape Crusader reviews are awful. Yeah, and some of them like had no business even leaving a star rating. They're saying in the review that they didn't even watch it. Like, I don't care to try this show out. 1 star. Like, what? What? That's crazy. Yeah, I don't understand. How can you review it if you hadn't even watched it? People do it. That's why you have to be careful with those audience scores as well. And I guess that's where the whole like review bombing narrative comes from. You're going to go on there and just review it and leave nothing of substance, and then just show how ignorant you are by not even leaving a review. That's crazy. That's as crazy as saying Batman has no good villains. What is going on, Alan? Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, this is yes, this is the quote. A lack of good villains. Yeah. What is going on, Gary Woods? Yeah, blows my mind. Yeah, the guy who's been working on Batman since the early 1990s and beyond says Batman he lacks good female villains. Like, bro, you helped create female villains for him. Like, what are you talking about? Harley Quinn stems from that show. Nora Freeze, the character, stems from that show, though she's not a villain. But Batman the Animated Series was so influential to the character of Batman. It holds true to this day. Not good villains. Like, dude. Like, it's crazy as they say things like that and expect us to believe it. They expect us to be like, oh, yeah, well, I guess he doesn't have good villains. Oh, I guess he's right. That's crazy, dude. Like, what do you really mean? What are you trying not to say? What are you avoiding saying? And you decided to say that instead. What are you afraid to say? Just say it. Coward. What a cowardice statement when it all comes down to it. TJ, what is going on, homie? Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Exactly. Batman has the most recognized rogues gallery than any other character in fiction. I 100% agree. Dope Comics is in the building. Make sure y'all check out the rewind of his show. He did Dope Comics Live last night with Brian LCS on there. He is on there. Boom, 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 boom. White Tiger Triple C in the building again. White Tiger, Cool Common Collected on IG. Fantastic community member, fantastic artist. Does commissions. He did that Geiger cover right there. Phenomenal stuff. Maybe he's struggling to be relevant and he got blacklisted. I have my own thoughts. I don't think so. I think he might be struggling to be, I don't think struggling to be relevant. I think they were just trying to be relevant. And you got to backtrack when this show was made and what was the popular thing to do. If you're an entertainment company, it's to be more diverse, be more inclusive, lean more into the female characters. I mean, it's what Marvel was doing. It's what DC was doing. It wasn't exclusive to this show. I think it's just what everyone thought who makes content, who makes these big things in Hollywood. They just thought that's what the masses were wanting to see, and it just hasn't really worked out for them. I think it's just one of those projects, you know. But I still think the show's good from what I've heard from everybody. I know that's like watched all of it so far. Like people I trust, like DJ Link, Sector 2815, they've all said it's really good. And I like the idea of changing some stuff about it because otherwise we're just retreading over the same characters, how we expect to see him telling the same story. So yeah, I like the idea of it twisting and turning things completely. I don't like when people piss in your pocket and tell you it's raining. Like how dumb do you think these people are? How dumb do you think I am? I read it. I'm not that dumb. Ultra nerd, what is going on? Hashtag justice for the penguin. Yeah, I like, and see, there's some strong female gangsters in Batman stuff. Check out the Long Halloween, Falcone's daughter and stuff. We're about to see one in Colin Farrell's Penguin show. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It fits the Batman world, and it's fun to do. Like, it just feels Elseworld to me. Again, like, why'd you turn her penguin? I don't know, to shake things up. Thought it'd be fun. We'll see what happens. You know, why don't you try the truth? Try the truth. I've seen movies with reviews before the movie came out. Yeah. Female Bat villains: Killer Frost, White Rabbit, Lynx, Talia, Sophia Falcone, Cheshire, Jezebel, Jet, Punchline, etc. Yeah, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Hate is gonna hate, hate, hate. I have a theory that in What If, every main character in each episode are anchor beings in their own universe. Oh, that'd be interesting. I'm going to be interested to see, like, following stuff along, how much they lean into the anchor being concept. I think that would be cool to take that into the Secret Wars event kind of thing. So yeah, I guess like the What If is a great opportunity for them to kind of play with it or keep it alive and bring it into the movies later as well. The show ended well. I'm also on record liking Oswalda. Just tell people we're doing a totally different thing. Exactly. And I did notice that a reoccurring thread across a lot of the viewers that actually watched it and left a review, they wanted to see more Batman. There was a lot of people saying he was surprisingly not in the show a lot. Yeah, that quote sounds like horse crap. Exactly. I generally think they don't want to conflict animated Penguin with Matt Reeves, so they did a gender swap. And that would be great if they said that too. Like, hey, we have this coming out. We want to keep it separate, so we went separate. Like, there's 1,000 reasons you could say that are all perfectly justifiable reasons. It's people experiment with this medium all the time. But to say, oh, he doesn't have good villains, like, man, fire this guy. Just say we made Oswalda. She's totally different from Oswald. Just give it a try. Yeah. Taste the rainbow. Somebody said Batman has weird thing to say. Yeah. Dude, Bruce Timm said it. Bruce Timm's actual quote. He said Batman lacks good villains and lacks female villains, and they don't know what to do with Penguin as a character, so they gender swapped Penguin so that he can have more good villains and female. Like, it's crazy. I would reject just saying I wanted to do it. Trash can. If you're done with it, toss what's left. Unless you put it on the table if you want to save it. It's up to you. I'm not trustworthy, but I agree with the trustworthy people. Clifton comments, Penguin gender doesn't mean anything to the character because he is the Penguin. I don't think Cliff's arguing that. I don't think he's arguing that it. Yeah, like again, I haven't seen anybody arguing the problem with gender swapping Penguin. It's the comment that Bruce Timm said, the justification for it. Like, he needed justification to begin with. He didn't, but that statement is just crazy. I've only seen the pilot, but I thought it was solid. Yeah, I did too. What I would have done is have female Penguin, but still her son is Oswald, and she dies, and we get the Penguin. I guess we could still get to that point too, right? Because this is so far back in the back. Yeah, the Penguin series is phenomenal, shockingly good. Yeah, it's in Elseworlds. Everything that is not the main universe of DC, the main Earth, everything is Elseworld. They could at any point bring it into the main universe. We've seen them do it with Adam West has appeared in multiversal stuff. You know, Batman the animated series, Batman Beyond. The Snyder characters pop up at one point just for a brief little Easter egg moment in books. Everything's Elseworlds. What is going on, brother John? Hope you're doing good today. Captain Britain should be an anchor being. There's one in every universe, hence the Captain Britain cores in the comics. Nice. Noise. Not a fan of anchor being concept, so you're telling me nothing in the universe existed before or after this being. I don't know. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. The existing before the anchor being kind of thing. You know, Thunderbolt's going to have 3 super soldiers on the team. You're going to have Bucky. You're going to have what's the red guy's name? God, he was terrible. He was terrible in Black Widow. David Harbour played him. I'm blanking his name. And then you're going to have who's the last one? John Walker. Yeah. There's 3 of them on there. Yeah, 3 of them. What is going on, loaders? Bruce Timm should stick to drawing and not writing. One of the great ideas was putting Barbara and Bruce together. Everyone hated that. Yeah. Yep. Red Guardian. There it is. Yeah, I don't know why I was blanking his name. Another thing, more hopeful thing that's happening that I'm excited about. September 21st, Superman, the Christopher Reeve story is going to be releasing. I don't know if it's going to have a limited theatrical engagement, but it's test screened or it's showcased at some film festivals and stuff. And this has gotten 100% from everyone that's reviewed it. Only 21 reviews, but that's still, I'm excited for this. Christopher Reeve is Superman. And I enjoy some good comic book content documentaries, and I think this is going to be something special. At an hour and 44 minutes, it's a full length documentary. I'm not sure what direction this is going to take or how much behind the scenes stuff. If it's going to be more about his life from start to finish, but I'm definitely interested in it. And in case anyone wasn't aware of that, make sure you can check it. You can find it on social media and follow it so that you don't miss out on anything. But I'm very excited for that. I know everyone has their own take on who they enjoy as Superman. A lot of people like Henry Cavill, and I think a lot of people started liking him even more after he was gone as Superman. But Henry Cavill plays an excellent Superman, but Christopher Reeve is Superman, and I'll say that forever. Every actor who's ever cast to play Superman, they're battling for second place. That's all that they can do. That's all they can do. Do anchor beings have to be immortal? Good point. No, I guess they would have to be, or their universe dies, according to Deadpool 3. What is going on, Trev? MJ Comics in the house. What is going on, homie? Hope you're doing good, James. How are you? Squish that like button. Squish that like button. Also, big announcement yesterday. The next DC animated film, Watchmen, Chapter 1. They're doing this in 2 parts. This is now available on digital download, means you can buy it digitally. Physical copies are to come later. Streaming services are come later from there. Sound off in the comments. Who's planning on watching this? You know, we've had the Zack Snyder film, which was a really faithful adaptation. The change that they made at the end, I think, actually played better for the medium than the Squid. And then we've had the motion comic, but now we have a full feature animated film in 2 parts. So who's planning on actually checking out one of the greatest comic stories ever told, behind Kingdom Come, I would say, but I'm biased. Who's planning on checking that out? Watching it day 1 on Max. You got a long time to wait then. You got a real long time to wait. Yeah, that's going to be a while before it hits Max. It's like food. When you just leave it, it will rot eventually. But when you can, the food in a jar, which is the anchor being, it preserves the universe and makes it last longer. Can there be like more than one anchor being? I mean, like we haven't really explored these concepts. They just introduced them so far. But it's cool that the anchor being happened to be someone like Wolverine who lives for like a really extended time frame. Warlord with the 24-month member milestone chat. What is going on, homie? Appreciate that. Hope you're doing good today. Gunn says Superman is going smooth. They probably won't need any reshoots. That's impressive. That is impressive. Yeah, he's already on the set of Peacemaker now, working on I think he's directing episode 3. Typically with TV shows, you get different directors on different episodes. Pretty sure he's directing 3. Try and watch all the superhero stuff. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Is Anchorman and Anchor being more at 5? I actually really like the Snyder version. Well, why'd you play it? Why'd you knock it over? Well, then how'd it fall? It didn't just fall by itself, did it? Are you going to survive? Are you going to survive? Let's see. Let's see the foot. Where'd it get you? Right here? You going to be okay? Do we need to cut off the foot?
No.
Well, if the foot hurts, we can cut it off. No? All right, fine. We won't cut off the foot. All right. Well, watch out for falling tables. You good? Well, don't. I don't think you're going to be able to. She's having some challenges today. Some challenges. I enjoyed the Snyder stuff an awful lot. I am definitely a Snyder fan. I'm also excited to see what comes next. I'm like fully invested in what comes next. Like Snyder Universe is done. I appreciate what we got, especially the Snyder Cut. What a great way to properly close it off. I think that they did it justice for all things considered, that it wasn't working out the way it needed to keep going. But the fact that we got the Snyder Cut, amazing. Amazing. Let's see. I assume the anchor spirit gets past the different anchors. Yeah, we really don't have any way to know at this point, right? You might have said already, but Superman got new powers in Action Comics combined to strength and speed. No, he didn't get new powers. Doesn't get new powers at all. In this week's issue of Action Comics, I don't want to spoil anything. But you know, like the concept of like Superman being such a small thing. He's just the size of a man. Like, what if he has to hold up like something really large? Like, think of a helicarrier, like a big helicarrier. If you were to go under that helicarrier and lift it up, can you imagine the weight of that helicarrier just on one small point? How does he do it? Well, Gail Simone is a freaking genius. She is such a good writer that she addresses that. And you get to watch him try to figure out the mathematics and dynamic of trying to do something like that and figuring out stress points and how when metal bends, like it's creating friction, there's actual heat there. So moving along something large instead of staying on one stress point, as well as trying to cool it off at the same time. It was super, super duper cool. But it's not new powers. It's just him using his powers more realistically, if you will. But I highly recommend checking out Action Comics. I am the anchor being of anchor beings. Can't wait for Peacemaker new season. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited that Frank Grillo's coming in as Rick Flag Sr. I'm very excited to know that Joel Kinnaman was on set. I don't know if he's just in a flashback as Rick Flag or what, but yeah, we got to get Rick Flag back. Have to. Yeah, Monkey's having a rough one for show. Faux show. Harley Quinn is beyond good and evil, and Catwoman is a thief, but she and Batman love interest. Yeah, Catwoman's still a criminal, and Harley Quinn is still a mass murderer. You don't come back from either of those. But I do like the fact that it becomes a gray area for Batman. Steven with the sleeves is here. What is going on, Burke? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, John Kent is still has the ability. 100% still has the ability to go electric blue, which I'm glad. They need to play with that more. Right now, John Kent might be completely off the table. He might not survive the Absolute Power event. We saw what happened to him in issue 2 of Absolute Power. He's completely been turned into a cyborg, and not just like plate slapped on his face. Like, no, it's in him. He is a cyborg now, all the way down into his eyes, and Queen Brainiac is helping to keep him programmed. It's wicked. Anchor beings and dream walking are my biggest MCU turnoffs. Saw that Superman had a new origin and wasn't an alien now. What was that all about? That is not a thing as of right now. You might be referring to Absolute Superman that's coming up, and even then, I think he's still an alien. He just might be at the point where he hasn't discovered. You know what I mean? Like, because that's like the ultimate universe, the absolute universe. So everything's gonna be a little twisted, a little different. A lot of people are gonna be pissed. But man, that Absolute Batman looks phenomenal. I'm waiting for like our first preview for Absolute Superman, but I think you're referring to that. I'd have to look into that more. Stan Lee is the MCU's anchor being. Absolutely. His cameos in almost every movie, and people say that when Iron Man died, it messed up Marvel. Stan Lee died, and that kind of messed it up. I agree. I will go as far as to say that Captain Marvel, the first Captain Marvel movie, is what started us down the path of it all falling apart. When you got past a Stan Lee created character that had no like moral compass, no hero's journey, that's just like a a moody snot that's stealing people's motorcycles and just me power kind of character. Like, what are we doing? Is that even a hero at that point? That was the first character that they put on screen in the MCU that was past Stan Lee's real like vision, and it didn't play. Now that I got Max, I finally got to watch Peacemaker season 1. Yo, I'm so excited. That's awesome. You only get to watch that for the first time, one time. It was amazing. What is going on, Tate? Hope you're doing good today. Isn't there a pit or something they could toss Rick in and maybe bring him back? Oh man, I sure hope so. I sure hope so. They better not F around with my John Kent. Dude, I love me some John Kent, but I think like we're going to have a pretty significant death. This is a proper event, you know. I'm worried for any speedster characters for one. Speedster characters don't fare well in big events, but we'll see. Let me share my screen. We're running out of time fast. I'm having fun just chit-chatting with everybody, but there's not a lot of books that drop this week, but I definitely want to showcase the ones that are. Is this it? Here's the list. Yeah, there we go. So right off the bat, here's the Action Comics issue that I was referring to. This is under the Superman Superstars initiative that Action Comics switched to after Philip Kennedy Johnson. The first 3 issues of this initiative was done by Jason Aaron, which I guess was his proving ground, his testing ground, his training phase to take over Absolute Superman that's coming soon. But Gail Simone is on this, and she's doing a phenomenal job. It takes us back to the early days of Superman. He's got the old school S on his chest. He is capable of flight, but he's found himself stuck between a rock and a hard place kind of thing. He's dealing with these alien invaders that want nothing more than to just have like a competition to win an entire species of aliens. Like they kind of try to invade people, but they give them a chance to roll out their champion and see if they can win kind of thing. Jerry Lee, my man, what is going on? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in here. That's a good point of Captain Marvel. Yeah, dude, that's where they all went wrong. They lost the heart. They lost the heart of what it means to be a hero. They need to go read some Joseph Campbell, and they need to return back to redesign that character. Put her in a warbird mode. Like, yeah, Carol Danvers is like a moralless hero. She's not a bad guy. She's not a good guy. She's just there. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, Gail Simone's crushing this. I think she has one more issue after this. They're going to keep it 3 issues and swap up the creatives on it. Gail Simone is back. She's also doing stuff at Marvel right now, but this was really good. This was a really solid read. And this is the one that's getting the press that people, I know it was mentioned in the chat. There's articles out there right now talking about Superman, like with new power sets, this and that. But this is the one that's actually getting some media attention. Action Comics 1068. If you're going to pick this up, when you pick it up, grab 1067 while you're at it so you can get the full story. It's only going to be a 3-issue little mini arc there. Moving over to our Absolute Power for the week. The big event is raging on. Absolute Power Green Lantern issue number 14, written by Jeremy Adams. Continues to be phenomenal. The Green Lantern run itself is amazing. This is no different. You know, Hal's been depowered and taken prisoner, and we've seen him break out of his restraints, and he's trying to escape. And that's where we last saw him. Also, they're using the Green Lantern stuff to showcase the JSA in their fight against the Amazo robot dubbed Jadestone. We saw in previous issues that have absorbed some of the Star Heart, which is the source of Alan Scott Green Lantern's power. And by doing so, yeah, bring it here. It created a conscience inside of this robot. So we are getting some of the coolest conversations with Alan and that Amazo, and that story continues also inside this issue right here. Highly, highly recommend going back and checking out Absolute Power number 1, the whole Blitzkrieg issue, where the Amazos took off on all the heroes, and then just checking out the JSA story through the Green Lantern issues. That's super cute. But yeah, this has been fantastic. Order 2 copies of that Action. One is destined for the wall. Nice. Nice. Got a lot of the We Are Legions going in there. I like seeing that. I know box office wasn't good, but one of the Marvel's biggest failures was that given sympathy in a hero's journey was on the table. They rushed through all of that. We're talking about the Marvels. The biggest problem with the Marvels is just that it sucked. That was its number 1 flaw. It was terrible. I'm not saying that there wasn't redeemable parts here or there, like 3 5-second snippets, but it was just a bad movie. Bad movie. But yeah, Green Lantern issue number 14. This is the one. No, this is the Task Force one. I was about to say that had the variant that people were mentioning earlier. Let's see, Batman and Robin issue number 12 is Williamson's still writing this. I believe that Philip Kennedy Johnson will be moving over to this title. I don't know if Simone DeMeo will stay on the title or not, but it's not been one I've been picking up. It's just too much Batman. I stick with the regular title as well as Detective Comics, which I would argue Detective Comics is the one. Here we go. Our other absolute power, we're only getting 2 this week. Our other absolute power is Task Force 7. This is issue 4 of 7. So this series has been pretty cool. It's a series of one-shots. It's not a continuation story or anything. You can pick up any issue and it stands on its own. Each issue features and focuses on a different one of the Amazo robots that Amanda Waller, Failsafe, and Queen Brainiac are using to enact their ultimate plan here. In this issue, we are following Failsafe. Last time we saw the featured characters in this, they were leaving the Fortress of Solitude that got attacked by Cyborg John Kent, as well as Queen Brainiac, and they had to dip out in a hurry. You're going to see where they dipped out to, see what the team Nightwing is rocking with, and see if they can hold up against Failsafe in this issue. And I believe this is the one that has a Stephen Platt arrest variant. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is a unique art style, but I dig it. These are just fun covers right here. Definitely fun covers. Dropping the hammer on the marbles. I'm just calling it like I see it, my dude. You ain't got to agree with me. It's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. All right, Kyle, take it easy, bud. I don't think it was irredeemable, but they blew past the important stuff. Yeah, and the good stuff. Yeah, I think it was irredeemable, if I'm being honest with you, from the crappy story centered around a crappy villain to the unnecessariness of the family, the space station personnel, the stupid planets that they visit. There's nothing redeemable in that movie, in my opinion. I think too many people didn't watch the show either, that if you saw that and you didn't watch the show, you're like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? They had a lot of work they'd have to do before you even get to that movie to make anything about that movie redeemable, in my opinion. I got to remember to say that, in my opinion. This isn't DC, but I am pointing it out because it's the number one most exciting thing in comic books happening right now. Ghost Machine, Geiger, issue number 5, tomorrow. We finally get to see the face-off with Tariq Geiger against the electrician that's been stalking him and who currently has Barney, his 2-headed dog, in his possession. We're going to see if Barney lives or dies tomorrow in Geiger, issue number 5. All right, here we go. This is one I'm really excited about. This went from like I'm curiously excited to holy potatoes. I am loving everything about this series. Elseworld is kicking butt, taking names. Gotham by Gaslight, issue number, was it 3? Was it? Yeah, issue number 3. It's the Kryptonian Age. So this right here, man, I'm telling you what, this is something special. The level of detail that went into studying like different historical theories about like ancient civilizations, because I like to listen to and dive into a lot of that, and a lot of it is present in here. In the last issue, they discovered the ancient Kryptonian ruin. Just think of ancient Atlantis ruins and are like how people search for Atlantis in our real world. In this story, they're looking for a Kryptonian age, a long lost civilization. And in the last issue, they found it in Antarctica under ice. And we've seen this mysterious character who looked a lot like Wonder Woman at the end of the last issue. So clearly she's rolling into the story in this. Yeah, if you come closer. Spin around. It's not long enough to tie on you.
Can you try this one?
I'm looking at the time, too. It's 10 minutes till 3. And, we got to go pick up. Spin around. We got to pick up Finn. Hold on. We'll keep it up high. You can always move down. This might be too short, too. Where are you finding these?
My room.
Okay. We got to head to pick up Finn right at 3. So start dropping that hashtag. It's already collecting comments on the other screen. But yeah, this is phenomenal. So everyone's racing to try to get a hold of these different Kryptonian artifacts. They've introduced Adam Strange. They've introduced Constantine briefly. You've got Batman, Catwoman, Talia al Ghul, and the League of Shadows. And in this issue, they're introducing another major player, and they're making some really cool connections between the concept of kryptonite and another major character. And when you see the people and the things, automatically my brain went to the place. Like, look where they're standing right now while this is happening. Oh my God, I know what's coming. And sure enough, they do not let you down. They deliver exactly what you would want to see. But it's super cool. We came to a consensus a few weeks back that Finn is on his own. Yeah, we can't do that to him, though. I refuse to play him like that. You won't find Atlantis that sank 4,400 years ago without a trace, although people have found artifacts in coal layers that came before that era. We found artifacts in layers that came way, way before that era. I'm going to go out on a limb, and different people believe the Earth is different years old. There's some people that believe in the old Earth theory, some people that believe in the young Earth theory. The younger theory would put our planet at approximately 6,600 years old. And the older theory puts it, if you have the older theory, it puts Atlantis at approximately 10 to 12,000 years ago at its destruction at the end of the younger Dryas era. But yeah, I would say it was well before 4,000. But I know what date that 4,400 years would equate with a young Earth creation's flood method or theory. Yeah, I love getting into all that kind of stuff. What do you need me to put on you now? No, because we're about to have to go pick up Bubba, and that dress is way too big to fit in the car seat. Is that the one from your recital?
Yeah, but I don't want to do ballet anymore. So anymore.
Well, you don't have to use it for your. You'd have to get a new dress for your next recital. Yeah. Well, we're not going to put it on right. You can wear it later, but we don't have time right now to wear it.
Can we do it when we're gonna go?
You mean tonight?
Yeah.
You can ask Mommy if you can wear it tonight to the dinner. Let's see. Also had the. Oh my goodness. We also got Death of the Family, Robin Lives, where they're retelling the story of Robin's death, but this time he lives and what the outcome would look like if he would have lived. I have not been picking that up. I figured I'd read it on the DC Universe app as it comes out. And then Gotham City Sirens issue 2 is already out. I feel like issue 1 came out last week. Oh yeah, this comes out weekly. I'm 4 issues. I'm totally not touching this. If you cowboy riding punchline riding cowboy Batman there, I'm not. I don't know what it is, who it's for, but here's the last one. Elseworld again is rocking. DC versus Vampires is back. World War V, the follow-up to James Tynion's hits 12-issue series, and this is not written by James Tynion. Matthew Rosenbaum, who wrote the tie-in issues, they had a little mini spin-off series during DC versus Vampires, and he wrote that. But this is wild. I mean, it's kind of mellow. It's an issue 1 though. It ends very wild. Jaw hit the floor ending on it. And that's the secret with these deceased books or DC versus Vampires. We're here for the shock value. We're here for the turn of the page to show us something we didn't predict or didn't expect. And to that, they succeeded with this first issue. Completely succeeded with it. Tynion is in Italy doing Netflix deal for Something's Killing Children. Yeah, I saw where he posted the script thing. Hope it actually sees the light of day pretty soon. But highly suggest the DC versus Vampires if you're into the Elseworld stuff. It's a hit. And here's a closer look at the cover that we're giving away today. This does it zero justice because it is foiled out of its mind. They showed the script page for episode 100. Nice. I saw the cover script for episode 102. Episode 100 shouldn't exist. That's not a thing. It should be 101. But I saw the one for 102, which means season 1, episode 2. But yeah, episode 100 shouldn't be anywhere near that. That's crazy. I need a conclusion for DC versus Vampires last volume ending pissed me off. Yeah, it pissed me off too. I was not happy with it. I thought the series was fine. I'm a Deceased guy. I've been rocking with Deceased since it came out. And DC versus Vampires felt like we need more Deceased. Well, we're in the middle of writing a Deceased right now. We're releasing War of the Undead Gods. All right, well, fine. No, we're not putting on no other dresses because we're about to leave in 5 minutes, baby. Nope, you're leaving this on to go pick up Bubba. We can put it on as soon as we get right back, though. We're just going to pick him up and come right back home. I understand. But I told you we're not changing dresses right now. You're crazy. You're crazy. Make sure y'all dropping that hashtag. Yeah. Have not read DC versus Vampires yet. It's fine. It's fine. It's kind of I feel like it's one of those things. If you were reading Deceased, DC versus Vampires is fine. If you start with DC versus Vampires, that'll be the one you prefer because it's the same book. It's the same thing. Let's just event happens. One's vampires, one's zombies, anti-life equation. And the world goes to crap. I think the story has been handled way better with Deceased. They got way more creative, way early on, and did some really cool stuff. And DC versus Vampires is a Batman book. It's such a Batman book that I'm like, okay, whatever. where Deceased is not. DC versus Vampire is a good read. It's a fun read. The endings still get you fired up. Just kind of just feels like it cut off. Feels like there wasn't an ending to it. But yeah, let me switch this out real quick because I'm running out of time. Spent too much time just chit-chatting with everybody at the beginning. Make sure y'all get those hashtags in because we're going to have to draw this here in just a second and start pulling the giveaway stuff to go with it. We are farmers. Bump, 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 bump. All right, let's see. Get the hashtag in, get it in there. Everybody but a dead body. And here are the giveaway books. We have the House Secrets 92 foil reprint, foiled out of its mind, as well as DC vs. Vampire World War V, that Batgirl foil cover. And in this picture, you can actually see the different colors shining in the light of that foil. It looks amazing. This is free shipping to the US. If you are a channel member, it's free shipping worldwide. And we're going to get ready to spin this thing in about 10 seconds. Get them in there. There is a delay. So 10 seconds. Make sure you are in there. It's reading. We got 42 watching, 38 enter. That's close enough. Good luck to everybody. We're spinning this bad boy. And this week's DC giveaway goes to boop, Hector Ortiz. Congratulations, homie. And let's see. Let's get the extra stuff going on here. Let's see what we got. So to go with your books, we've got the bookmark. We're going with DC versus Vampires because it's fitting. It goes with it. What was the other book? Swamp Thing. I don't think I have a Swamp Thing one of these, but we'll grab one of the Dawn of DC posters, get some Wonder Woman action there, and draw some of the cards here. Let's see. 1 card, 2 card, and pull from the bottom, 3 card. Nice. Orisa. I can't see this character Saturday without laughing. Oh, how times have changed. Quit. Don't you start. Don't you start playing games. Plasmus and Bolt. And because Monkey missed out, you're getting extra cards. Come here. Draw cards. You're not going to draw cards? All right, she's not drawing cards. Guess you're not getting extra cards. She's having a rough day. Tired kid. Thank you, Hector. Make sure you message me on Instagram, confirm your address with me, and I will get those things out to you no later than next Tuesday morning. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to hit that join button. Become a channel member today. The first Sunday of every month, we do that Legion loot. Yeah, if you'll come here, I already told you to come here. Why are you walking off? Remember, you can't peek. You can't peek. That's not how it plays. That's not how you play the game. Oh, Hector's getting extra cards after all. Let's see which one. A Green Lantern. You got Kilowog. You want some more? Nope, we can't look. That's cheating. Let's see who you got. Who'd you get?
A boy.
A boy. Oh, that's a weird one. Warp. You got Warp. You're going to get a lot of cards because she's going to keep going until she finds a girl card. We had a 34 member milestone chat. Who'd you get? A boy. All right. See what you can do. Yeah, try. See what you got. The last. Oh, you got Kimmo. That's a really cool one. So, Hector, you're getting a lot of cards today.
Is this a girl?
Oh, that is a girl. Super cool. You got Phantom Lady. Very cool. That's a really good shot of Phantom Lady. So, Hector, you got a lot of cards, my friend. Monkey, tell them congratulations.
Can I pick out one of these?
No, we already got those. I got this one because this is the book that he won too.
Daddy, did you get a girl?
Yeah, I gave him a Wonder Woman. Is that cool?
Mm-hmm.
And then Hector, you got some bonus cards today, my guy.
Now.
Yeah. Make sure y'all check out the video I posted yesterday. It's got no views, which is crazy. But YouTube's been weird. A lot of my stuff has been getting some traction 2 and 3 days after I post it. But check out the Absolute Batman video I posted last week if you want to get an idea of what's coming with that. I'm going to make sure I prep one of these DC Day videos coming up to really showcase and look into what all the Absolute titles that are going to be coming out are. But some good stuff. And remember, every Sunday night at 8:30 is At Week's End live right here on the channel where we go through and spoil and talk news from the week and all that good stuff. So I hope to see everyone there. Until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion. Let's find one of these fun things to play. You want to? Tell them bye. Bye.
Bye.
Is that it? Is that all you got?